guys. How are you? Howdy, howdy, folks. Welcome to Hoot and a Half. I'm your host, Matt King, with my co-host here, Mike Sheffer.
And my roommate for the weekend.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, when we just got back from your bachelor
party. From the weekend. From this past weekend.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to dive into it big. We're going to be talking all about my bachelor party that went down in the great, great city of Nashville, Tennessee. And, you know, we were like, who should we have on? Who do we want to debrief this weekend with? And, you know, Will, one of my groomsmen, he had a great time. And he has not been on here video version. You were one of our first guests, Will, right?
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you.
It feels so formal to like
sit down.
Yeah,
feels like a talk show, right?
I know. I like
late night show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Will. And are you cool? Sorry, my house is burning up right now, guys.
No, it's fine.
That's why I'm wearing a sweatband, because I am just been trying to fix the AC. This whole house was built in 1925. Our thermostat is one of those mercury ones.
It's like got one of those like spirals.
No.
It's got a little glass vial with mercury inside of it that's been sealed up in there since 1950.
Yeah, we're really lucky that we have good air conditioning in our place.
Yeah, it's truly a luxury.
Must be nice, Will.
Yeah.
Well,
I tell you what, on the east side, it gets even hotter than it does down here. Like up where we are.
You're at least on this side of the hill, so it's much cooler here. In the valley, it's always like 10 degrees warmer.
It's ridiculously hot. Yeah, where we are.
Maybe we should move
back to the valley.
I always say, Will, I wish that we were neighbors, though. I wish I could see you even more often.
Yeah.
Would you ever leave the west side of Los Angeles? Or where are you right now? You're in the east side. You used to be the west side.
Yes.
Okay.
We were in Venice.
That's yes. But now you're closer to me.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have to go over for Halloween, right?
We have to.
Yes, I am closer to you. Yeah, I was just trying to work out where you were. Yeah, you need to come over to East LA. I see you in East LA.
Come back up. Come back home.
Okay, man. We'll make it happen. So yes, we went to Nashville for my bachelor party. We agreed on doing Nashville because I love a good bar scene. I like a good honky-tonk scene, even though I'm not that big of like a country fan. I thought it was a perfect location because, you know, handful of my groomsmen were in Texas, handful of my groomsmen were in Alabama, handful were in New York, and I thought this is just the perfect epicenter. And this city runs off bachelor and bachelorette parties.
Who knew?
I don't know how many other bachelorette parties that we ran into out there.
I'd never heard that it was like a bachelorette
I didn't know that
town.
It was psychotic.
Yeah, it was very unexpected.
Or
very strange.
Yeah, very strange. It was like I didn't expect that at all. I mean, I didn't know that much about Nashville, but like I was like music. Country music.
That's why I thought it was a music town.
Good food.
Which it was. But that Broadway street was like, it was like Austin 6th Street, but dialed up to 11.
Yeah, and every like honky tonk is like owned by a country star. Like Miranda Lambert's has a bar.
Kid Rock has a bar.
Which we did not go to.
Yeah.
No, we didn't go to Kid Rock.
Because they didn't serve Bud Light. That's why we didn't go.
I mean, you're not wrong, but that other guy tried that in a ball gown.
Oh my god! What is a honky tonk?
A honky tonk is basically a country dance hall. It's like a club.
Okay.
You know, like line dancing.
Yeah.
Not square dancing, but line dancing. A honky tonk is where you go. It's like a bigger version of a saloon that usually has maybe multiple dance floors as well.
Yeah, that was the one thing I noticed is like every building was really deceiving. Like you go in and then like you go up like 5 flights of stairs and there's like a band on the roof and that was that last place we went to where like it was like it wasn't tall. It was like what's the word I'm looking for? It was deep and like it had like a maze of different like rooms. As I'm trying to explain it. Yeah,
was that where we
no, it was the. It was like on the second to last night. No, it was the last night we went.
Oh, Tin Roof.
Tin Roof, yes. And that was like I just like kept getting lost in all these like little like rooms.
I live for nooks and crannies.
Yeah.
I really
But that
do.
was the thing with every building. It was like it was like from the outside it was like, oh, it's just a little bar, and then they just keep going on and on and on.
And there's usually a band in the window. So like as you walk down the street, there's music everywhere.
Yeah.
And you can see the bands playing, you can see people playing, and you can go in and think, oh, this is all there is. There's a band playing.
Yeah.
But you go in, there's a club on the 3rd floor, there's a lounge on the 2nd floor, there's a rooftop, there's another basement. Like it's just like one place has 6 different places in it. Surprisingly, nobody got lost, which I am shocked by.
And surprisingly, nobody went to jail.
Thank God. Thank God. We did see someone getting for lack of a better term, the shit getting kicked out of them at one night.
Who? Wait.
It was outside of one of the bars, like it was like 2 a.m. and I think it was with maybe a couple of your friends from back home, and we just saw someone on the ground, and it looked like in a mob movie where 6 people are just kicking one guy, and
Oh my god!
I think Tristan was there, and we were just like, oh, like you can't
Tristan,
do anything.
do something.
Like what could you do? I think cops were like right about to come, but that was probably the closest to any mischief or peril
I
we came
definitely
to.
missed that.
Damn, I missed
everything
it
was
too.
pretty clean.
Have you ever been in a bar fight, Will?
No,
No.
Do I look like the type of guy that would be in a bar fight?
But
Absolutely.
you are from London. You might have been like a hooligan in your younger days, maybe a soccer hooligan.
You think I'm a thug?
You could have been, and then you got in touch with your poetic, artistic side.
Do you know hooligans?
Do I know
Are
hooligans?
you friends with hooligans? And for the people who don't know, maybe explain it. Like a hooligan is a hardcore ride or die fan of a soccer team.
Is that the
Usually,
definition of a hooligan? Like,
well,
I think it's
the
like a violent
dictionary-
is it explicitly linked to sports?
I think it's like a specific for football / soccer.
I mean, a hooligan is like a crazy goof who gets into trouble.
Yeah.
In the dictionary, but culturally, in the world of soccer, a hooligan
Yes.
are the ones who usually engage in fights
Yeah.
with the opposing team.
Yes.
with their hooligans.
The rough and rowdy crew.
Yeah. No, I am not friends with any hooligans, but I have my dad and my brother were really into football, and so I would go with them like a couple times growing up, and like some of those games get like
And get intense.
They get testy.
It's a religious experience for some people.
Yeah, it's crazy. And like there are derby matches which are like if there are like 2 clubs in the same area of the UK
Okay.
and they have a match, that's a derby match. And those usually get like
Pretty heated.
they get heated.
You know, you're from London, and I hate to be like the one who's like, let's just talk about London things. But I'm curious, bachelor parties out there, are they any different to what you experienced here in America? Or do people go as big, as grand?
I have never been to a bachelor party, period.
This was your first one?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I don't think I want to do another one.
Well,
I feel like we did it.
well, you're
You know?
engaged. You're going to be getting married next year. Do you think you're going to do one yourself?
We were talking about it last night, and I think we want to do Vegas, but we want to do it as a I want to do a group party with me, Arden, and everybody else.
That's honestly a great
A bachelor
plan.
and a bachelorette party together.
Together, yeah. That's very new age, new generation. It used to be a
Yeah.
bachelor party was the night before your wedding.
Yeah.
All your friends got together, you got into some nonsense, and then the next day was your wedding, which sounds just like such a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just being hungover and like getting fucked up and doing all
Yeah.
sorts of dumb things.
I feel like we have to do it like that because me and Arden have so many mutual friends, and I feel like I couldn't like pick a group of people that could come to my party.
Yeah.
Because they would be the same people going to her party.
Well, you split it up. Boys
Yeah.
go to the bachelor party, girls go to the bachelorette
Yeah.
party. But
It's great if your friend circle is
Yes,
just
together.
all intertwined.
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, make a big trip out of it.
Yeah.
So we did a lot of fun things during the bachelor party. Obviously, we went out, and we also had some entertainment. I didn't know what would be arriving at the front door one night,
Friday night.
Friday night.
We were at dinner, and I go to Matt. I'm just feeling a sense of wonder tonight, aren't you? And you were like, huh? And I was like, there's a little bit of wonder in the air. And you're like, okay, I guess, yeah.
You should just say stuff like that like all the time. Like you're just really optimistic about everything.
And that's because I knew what was coming, because me and your brother Kevin had talked about this. And at I think like 8 p.m. on Friday, before we were going out, when we thought we were just going to be pre-gaming, in walks in a man named Amory, who had a suitcase, was wearing a tux.
Was that his name?
Yeah, Amory.
Amory?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the first thing I said, "Are you Jewish?" Is it a Jewish name?
It's like kind of adjacent, but no, I think he was like English or something, or German or something. But he was a magician. For those waiting to hear what he was, he was not
A magician,
Yeah.
a man of the magic. And I was elated to this surprise, because I did not want strippers at all, and I was just so happy to be surprised with the magician. And he came in to do a few tricks. What trick did he start out with?
He started off with getting a ring off of someone's finger and at some point he was talking, and then the ring disappeared, and then he put his hand in his pocket, and the ring was wrapped around a keychain inside of his pocket.
That was crazy.
Yeah, and
That
then
was
he also had the very first thing he did was your friend Mitchell. They picked a card out of a deck. He signed a card, folded it up, put the card on the table. Yes. Then the card disappears. And then he
makes it disappear out of his hands.
Out of thin air. And then he goes into his pocket and he pulls out a wallet. And inside of the wallet is another wallet, which is another wallet, which is another wallet. It was 3 wallets deep. Inception of wallets. Inside that 4th wallet was the card that Mitchell signed inside of that. It was insane.
How?
That was his first trick.
Did he then turn it into the lime trick?
We had a second. That was a $100 bill.
That was a bill. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
So already he's starting off.
He
with
started
some
off strong.
Hot tricks.
Heat.
Just pure telekinesis. Just transferring one object across the room to another.
And none of the razzle dazzle like, oh yeah, my wife really likes it when I do that. Like he didn't have any. There wasn't any like corny magician banter, you know.
And I thought like, oh, he's gonna have the whole coloring book trick, and or just pull out like an infinite bandana out of his mouth.
You were ready to be a little bit sympathetic if he wasn't.
I was already blown away right out of the gate.
Yeah.
He was like the Messiah.
Yeah.
This was like the second coming of God.
You were ready to start a cult with him. You said, I will follow you anywhere.
I swear, I was expecting him to turn water into wine.
My favorite thing is when like they always do that like showmanship thing where like he's like, I have a card in my pocket and now I'm gonna move it to my other pocket, and he does like the whole thing where he's like, oh, I'm feeling it like
yeah.
Hold on, give me one more second. Yep, that's it. And then he like pull it out. Like he kept doing that with like coins and stuff. He was like, oh, I'm feeling it down my back. We're like, okay. Yeah. All right, Amory.
And then another trick that really blew my mind. He had a deck of cards, but each one of these deck of cards, instead of like your standard like illustration of a suit, it was billiard balls. So it would be like a
red stripe 3, black 8 ball,
all of that, and he fanned them all out. We could pick any one of the cards. And then I even picked one. He goes, are you sure about that one? I said, you know what? No. I put it back, drew out another one, and it was like a yellow...
It was a red 3.
It was a
red solid 3.
Red solid 3.
Yep.
And then he goes, okay, so that's your card. Next thing you know, he whips out his wallet, a thin bifold wallet.
A little leather, tiny 1-inch wallet.
Opens it up, and in there is the billiard ball. The billiard ball of the card that I chose. Hard as a rock. A standard,
Yeah, a full-blown regulation size billiard ball came out of a bifold wallet that couldn't have been thicker than 3 slices of paper.
So was he carrying around all of those balls on him? I don't know.
I was psychotic. That was visually like... It literally looks like magic. When you just can create something that physically shouldn't fit in a space, and it comes out of that space...
He did so well to like come into this like a space of route. Like there was like 15 guys who were just taking shots.
Yeah. It was like a pregame.
Nestled himself in between everybody and like did what he needed to do. Like,
and I loved how in tune everybody got in a maze with the tricks that were happening. I was just worried about my friend's attention span in the beginning.
There was a couple people trying to like throw him off and be like, no, you know how you did that.
I hate when people do that. They're like, actually, no, I want this card.
Yeah,
it's like, no, just
let the
take
guy
the
work.
fucking card.
Let the guy work.
I know how you did that.
Yeah.
They want to just already reveal how it's done.
Let the guy work. If you ever see a magician, they're working hard.
Yeah.
Let them do their craft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let them be in a space of wonder.
Yeah.
Why not?
We also got an absurd amount of tequila from Flecha Azul. They gave us...
Shout out Flecha. Marky Mark's tequila brand.
Well, he goes by Mark Wahlberg now.
I know, but I love Marky Mark.
I think they gave us 25 bottles. And so, like, when people, like, friends from town and stuff would come, we were just, like, giving away bottles to people because, like, we couldn't fly. Some of us had not checked our bags. But
how many did we have left?
I think there was, like, 3 left by the end of the weekend.
And then we gave them to, like, Patricia's brother or cousin.
Yeah, people who, like, were checking bags or driving.
Yeah.
The house was great. Kevin, your brother, did a great job of scheduling everything.
Right.
Because you could overwhelm a group of, how many was it, 16 people? Mm-hmm. But it was really like a perfectly scheduled thing. So we did the magician. What did we do Friday during the day?
We had the bus.
Oh, the party
right.
bus. Yeah, that was
Went
fun.
on the Party Bus Express or the Honky Tonk
The
Express.
Honky Tonk
The
Express.
Honky Tonk Express.
We get picked up in like, a Sprinter van, and at first when I walked out, I'm like, this is the party.
It was like a coach bus.
Oh yeah, you thought that was the bus.
And we're all, single
Yeah.
file, and we're all looking
Yeah.
like we're about to go on a school field trip. And I was like, I thought we were going to be able to bump
and they
music
didn't
and look at each other.
The music was just the radio. Like we couldn't even use our Bluetooth. And you were like, all right, I guess this is fine. But
That's how positive Matt is. But it was
Yeah.
like the shittiest bus, and Matt was like, I'm just happy to be on
we're all
this.
together. it's
And then,
fine.
and then when we were like, no, we're going to the bus.
And yeah, they pull you up to this the shuttle takes you to this location where all of these other
Party
bachelorette
buses.
parties are getting on their buses, loading up, and we got loaded up on theirs. Also, I got hats for all the guys.
Oh yeah, hilarious.
Were they good?
They were good.
They were really
They
good.
basically, Matt found a website that makes like insane hats that just say crazy things on them, and so he gave each of us one. Mine said, "I don't care about your zodiac sign," which was a little bit of a hit at the bars. People were asking to take pictures of it, and it was a good one. The best one I think you got was for your friend Mitchell. It said, "Let me get $10 on pump number 5 and a pack of Marlboro Reds," which is just like the perfect hat. And there were some other ones, like I can't remember all of them, but
Oh yeah. Like I lost my virginity in a PT Cruiser outside of a Long John Silver's.
like that's an insane thing to put on a hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's in this blunt was one of them. That was a funny one for your cousin.
Oh yeah,
Like,
what's in this blunt?
What was yours, Will?
Mine was like, can I put my Minecraft bed next to you?
Perfect.
I think that was it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that was yours. So yeah, those were shout out Old School Hats. They have like a great selection of hats. So yeah, so we all wore those. We got on the bus and just drove around town. And
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, HelloFresh.
yes, HelloFresh. Fall is right around the corner, and HelloFresh is here to help you plan for the busy season ahead with tasty dishes delivered right to your door. Simply choose your recipes and pick your delivery date, and then lay back and enjoy the last days of summer knowing dinner is covered.
And the key to dinner time success? Variety. HelloFresh keeps your taste buds on their toes with 40 chef-crafted recipes to select from each week. From family-friendly to fit and wholesome, you'll always find new and exciting recipes to try and love.
When life gets busy, don't call for delivery. Get HelloFresh. It is 25% cheaper than takeout and less expensive than grocery shopping too. So just choose your recipes and receive fresh, pre-portioned ingredients so you can get to cooking quick.
I love every time I get my HelloFresh box. If Adam's home, we'll make a little night out of it, chop up some vegetables, turn on the oven, we'll divide and conquer. I'm sure you and Patricia have lovely date nights where you guys are doing your HelloFresh cooking.
Buddy, you know it. HelloFresh has really brought us together. So go to HelloFresh.com/50Hoot and use code 50Hoot for 50% off plus shipping. Once again, go to HelloFresh.com/50Hoot.
That's 50Hoot and use code 50Hoot for 50% off plus free shipping.
And now back to the episode. And where
We did run into, and this is part of Nashville, just running into like a bunch of other. I feel like we only ran into bachelorette parties, and I don't think we ran into one bachelor party. Like we didn't interact with another bachelor
Yeah.
party. I think we saw one or two maybe.
That's
why,
true.
And why is that? Are the bachelor parties out there just too shy to get up on a bus because they think, oh, that's only for girls?
Or is Nashville maybe just more of a bachelorette city?
Then where are the bachelor parties at? Vegas?
Yeah. I think bachelor parties go to Vegas, bachelorette
Because
parties
we
go
were
to
on a
Nashville.
boat on the second day.
Yeah, the boat was.
And there was how many groups? Like in total, there must have been 6-7 groups of people.
And we were the only
And we
male
were
group.
the only bachelor party.
This was the pontoon saloon.
Yeah.
So it's a big pontoon boat. Yeah, you get paired up with
other bachelorette or bachelor parties.
and we were all with all bachelorettes.
Yeah. And they were fun. That
And
was a good-
Tristan brought the house down.
Oh
He
my
got up
God,
on the
so
mic
good.
and he sang super bass. Dude, he could have
Word for
ran.
word.
He could have ran for mayor.
Yeah.
Of Nashville.
And it wasn't even people weren't doing karaoke.
No,
he
no.
just started singing.
Yeah, he just did it.
Which made it even better.
And he was like half hype man too. Like he was dancing, he leaned on the table. It was a great performance. But I did want to say about bachelorette parties, you got the hats, very tasteful, very funny. The amount of just, and no offense to anyone who does this, but the amount of just very basic, corny bachelorette
T-shirts, ladies out there, get original. If you're gonna get matching T-shirts for your bachelorette party, have a little bit more fun. Or here's the thing, though. Don't go around and make fun of our hats when all your t-shirt says is,
let's get drunk.
oh, yeah, hilarious.
Yeah.
There was that one girl who was, going around and just be like, what's your hat say? That's not funny. And I'm like, let's talk about this shirt you're wearing.
yeah, I remember her.
She had
Yeah.
like it was like in silver glitter font, and it just said "Let's get drunk." And Matt was just like, "You were ripping into
Oh, I
this
was like,
girl."
hilarious.
Oh, and
what does
great-
that say? Let's get drunk? Where did you get those? Who made those? Those are fun. Please.
I feel like we could have done something ironic with one of those, though. Like, you know what I mean?
in
like
the tacky font?
Yeah,
Let's
just
get
like
drunk,
it
girls.
looks like from afar, it looks like a really like tacky shirt. And then when you look at it, you're like, oh my god, what does that say? You know?
There was a lot of that, but again, if this is what you like to do, go have fun.
Yeah.
But it would be. I didn't really see anything that was. I mean, not that our hats were the most original, mind blowing thing, but like. I don't know. There's got to be a movement of like, let's make some unique uniforms for people. There is one group of guys actually. They were all dressed like cows. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Oh, wait, those were guys?
I think so. I
Or
think
were they ladies in like bucket hats?
Oh, I thought it might have been guys.
That is kind of a nice idea.
I don't really remember, but
Yeah.
it was a good time.
Yeah.
But then we went on the pontoon boat. That was super fun. Down. Do you remember the name of the river?
No.
No, I had too many drinks.
I think it was maybe Cumberland Hills was the name of the river.
is
Does that
that
sound
it?
right?
I thought I was surprised. I mean, I wasn't surprised, but the river was nice.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
Like, it was a really scenic route. I wasn't expecting that.
I was so drunk. I'm like, is this the Mississippi
Yeah.
River? Like, this is historic.
Yeah.
like, this is not the
It's
Mississippi
a man-made
River.
sewage river for the fucking toilets. No, that was a good time. Also, every person that we interacted with, consummate professional. From the magician, professional. The guy on the boat who was like the DJ on the boat,
Yes.
such a professional guy. Like had activities for us planned, made you like give speeches. There was games played.
Yeah.
Just every like person that we had hired was extremely professional, which was really a nice refreshment.
Yes.
Because you don't always get that out here.
Yeah, and I feel like Kevin did such a great job to stack the schedule. So, like, because I was even saying last night to Arden, I was like, if we do Vegas, the best thing about, like, Matt's bachelor party was, like, we already had a schedule planned beforehand.
Yes.
And it meant that, like, if on, like, the second day we were all tired and, like, do you just want to, like, take it easy tonight? We couldn't because we already had things lined up to do.
Yeah.
And it made me, like, come out of myself and be like, I've just got to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was one morning I slept in with Tristan a little bit.
Oh, yeah, you were a little late to arrive at
It was at the Friday Beers like brunch spot.
Oh, yeah. Which was great, by
I
the
do
way.
wish I was there, but like
Yeah.
I needed a little bit of rest.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I think that was the one thing I took away from it. Is like I didn't think I'd be able to like do it the 3 days because it was like
It was a lot.
5 a.m. 3 days in a row.
Now you
Yeah.
got to do Coachella. Now you got to do an Ironman, Will.
And
This is just the beginning.
Yeah, this was a marathon. Next you got to do a triathlon.
It did feel like a marathon, but then I think like I said, it was like because I knew what to expect. I was like, well, I just got to keep going.
And it was
you know?
also nice getting to know all the groomsmen. That way, when we do get to the wedding, I'm excited that I know everyone. Like,
Yeah.
we have things to talk about at the wedding, and
Yeah.
it won't just be like me, Will, Zane, and Todd hanging out because we know each other already. It's like I can have conversations with everyone that we met.
Yeah, like a bachelor party, it's such an interesting like group and an occasion to get together because you have all of these groups of your guy friends that you've had from all different moments of your life. You know, you have your high school friends,
Yeah.
my college friends, and my
Couple
cousins,
hometown friends.
Yeah, it was just I was like, this is what we're about to get into is just nothing like I've ever experienced. But I'm glad all of you guys bonded. It was
That
a really
first
great
night,
time.
you were like this. You were pretty. You had a couple of margaritas or whatever, and you were like, "This is like a dream."
Yeah.
You're like, these people have never been in the same room. And
Yeah.
like, you were just saying how it's just such a weird thing to put all these different chapters of your life in the same room, but we all got along.
Yeah, and
it was a great mix.
I felt like I was trying to like hang out with people that I didn't know as well because like we all know each other and like we had our LA group.
yes.
But then equally, I was like, I need to like make. I don't want to just like stick to the 5 people I know.
Like,
you know?
talk to Patricia's brothers, talk to
Yeah.
your high school friends, your college
Yeah.
friends, Dallas friends. Like, it was a good mix. We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Fume.
Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your habits.
We're not talking about some weird mind voodoo from your crazy neighbor or someone that you meet on the street that says, hey, I got the solution for you. We're talking about our sponsor, Fume, and they look at the problem in a different way because not everything in a bad habit is wrong. Instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Fume is an innovative, award-nominated device that does just that.
Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses all natural, delicious flavors.
You get it. Instead of bad, Fume is good. It's a habit you're free to enjoy and makes replacing your bad habits easy.
Your Fume comes with an adjustable airflow dial and is designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting, giving your fingers a lot to do, which is helpful for de-stressing and anxiety while breaking your habit.
It does have a nice satisfying click when you're twisting it. I love the little...
Oh yeah, I don't need a fidget spinner anymore.
Yeah. The first time I tried it, I was blown away by how clean and crisp it tasted. It didn't taste like chemically and weird. It also was refreshing to not have anything bad in it, knowing that I'm just breathing air. And it felt really great in my hand. The wood is very premium. The metal has a nice weight to it. And it just looks cool. It doesn't look like a little weird robot thing. It just feels like a beautiful crafted device that I love using.
And I saw it everywhere on the internet, and I cannot believe that they are a sponsor. So it's been so cool to finally get my hands on one. And guys, I can vouch for it. It is awesome. It is a great way to break the habit, and it looks good.
Stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you.
Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com and use code HOOT to save 10% off when you get the Journey Pack today. Try FUM.com and use code HOOT to save an additional 10% off your order today.
Back to the episode.
Yeah.
I did share a room with Will and Tristan, and it was... I think it was the longest you and I have ever spent together.
Yeah.
We hang out like at Matt's house when we have parties. We went to my house for
Yeah.
a few parties. It was just great getting to hang with you, Will.
I know. I that's what I said to Adam when I came back, and it's the same with Tristan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I felt like I see you guys in passing, but I never like.
Yeah, we like woke up together.
Hang.
We cuddled in bed together.
Yeah.
You color graded Adam's new music
Yeah.
video.
That was the next topic
Yeah.
I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
There we go. Right into it.
Guys,
Yeah.
if you haven't already, but you know what? Don't go just yet. Listen to the rest of the episode. But Adam Melcher's new music video, Why You, is out everywhere, streaming on Spotify. And the music video as well is out. Mike and I directed it. And Will, you were our saving grace on the trip. We had edited it. And just the color grading, though, was just not... It needed some work from someone who was a true professional.
Yeah, we tried like a little bit using like the auto filter on like Final Cut, and it just wasn't making the grade.
Horrible.
Making the grade.
Making the grade.
Sorry, I'll see myself out. But yeah, just this. I think it was like Saturday morning. You were like, we just woke up, me and you, before we went down for breakfast, which was Chick-fil-A catered. At the house, we sat there and Will just like a wizard logged into all of his different color grading websites, downloaded a LUT package, and threw a couple grain on there.
Oh,
I
you
was so
downloaded
tired.
a LUT package onto it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of lots I use, and then I like went in and then like tweaked a bit of it.
Manually like selected.
But I
each.
actually like because I was so hungover the next day. But you were like you have a deadline to get it in.
Yes,
I was like
yes.
I just need to like focus on it. But yeah, I like was trying to think well like. Because I have all my stuff on my laptop, and I was like, I didn't have my laptop, so I was like, I just need to grab things from different places.
It was like watching Michael Jordan play basketball, watching him go through each frame and like, okay, this is a little dark, this is a little light, there's a little green there.
Yeah.
Okay, let me bring this down. I'm gonna throw a little bit of green. Let me take it down.
Yeah.
He did it all in like an hour. It was unbelievable.
And you even came back at the very last minute. We were about to upload. We were like, wait, there's another shot that needs it.
There was one frame you caught that I didn't even catch.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw it either. I didn't catch it at all. But I fixed it. You told me how to fix it, and now it's live. And
do we have credits on the bio for Will? Or?
Oh, I need to tell the label to update that.
Yeah,
actually,
we'll update that.
Hey, it's okay.
Sorry if we
Yeah,
didn't
I'm,
include that.
Color grading by Will Darbyshire.
But Will, what's also really exciting for you, you just wrapped up a little project that you've been working on. Can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I did a short film that I shot maybe 2 months ago now, I think. And it's almost done. I need to have the sound design finished on it, and it's finished and it's done.
Do we have a title?
Cycles.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You didn't see his first short as well, right?
No. Is it out? Is that available?
Is it available out to the public?
No,
Will?
it's private because I did it in like 2018, 2019, and now when I look back at it, I just like
You don't
Yeah.
like it?
no.
Well,
That's the evolution of an artist.
I guess so.
But I almost feel like but with like a film, I feel like you spend so much time on it, you edit the shit out of it for so long, and you've seen it so many times that by the end of it, you're like, I even want people to see that.
yeah, and you mature as well.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, this is so 2 years ago me.
And because you've looked at it so much, you see all the issues with it, and then you're like, well, I I had so many days where I was editing, and I was like, this is the best thing ever. And then the next day, I'd be like, no, I just want to die. and then I flip flop between the two, and now I'm very proud of it. But like,
I'm very proud of his new film.
Have
too.
you seen the new one?
Yes, I have.
Can I get a link to that?
It was.
yeah,
I would love to
What
see
day
that.
was it? Or no, we were at a bar like getting drinks, and like he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty much wrapped," and we were already like 10 minutes from his house, and I just demanded. I was
yeah.
like,
And I was like, can I just come back and see it now?
Yes, like
Yeah.
I need to see it now because I won't be able to see it like
I would
anytime
love to watch
soon.
that before I go.
Yeah.
And also, a couple months ago, actually, I was driving to Aaron's house on the way to Good Influences, and I turned the corner, and I'm like, that looks like Will Darbyshire. And I pull over in the
yeah.
middle of traffic, and I roll down my window, and I'm like, Will! And you have like the camera set up,
Yeah.
and there's lighting guys, and you look at me, and like, the lighting wasn't great. I was in the shadows, and you were like, huh?
I had like had a few seconds where I was like,
Who is that?
Who the fuck is that?
He's
Yeah.
just in directing zone. He's like, "Cut! Who is this?
Yeah.
Get them off."
But I knew
set."
it was someone I knew, but I couldn't like work out who it was, and then I got closer, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's Mike!"
Yeah, and I was like holding up traffic, but I said hi to Will,
Yeah.
so I did see. I was like there on the set, so I
Yeah.
feel like I'm involved in this film
Yeah, you
now.
gotta see it. You
I gotta
see
see it. I gotta see where that scene was
I know, I was
shot.
kind of jealous you just got to run into him on set because I was even texting Will like days before. I'm like, "Can I just pop by
Yeah,
on
Matt
set?"
wanted to come.
I'd give you your space. I wouldn't like. I just want to see you, in the chair calling
Yeah.
the shots just for a hot moment.
I think it was because we shot it in like 2.5 days. I
Right.
was so overwhelmed because the script was 16 pages. And then 16 pages to in 2 days, 2.5 days was like just so much. And like there were a lot of like toothy scenes.
Are you a patient director or are you very like particular? Just directing's all about decisiveness, but
Yeah.
I've seen aggressive directors. I've seen very like mild ones that take a step back and just let what
I feel like I'm pretty patient. I mean, I think the issue is like you can't be like too particular about it when you're on like a tiny time frame because you are, and on like a lower budget, you're balancing so many other things that like you can't really like harness into the. Like I found it hard to just focus on the directing aspect because I was so concerned with like continuity and
Right.
like we didn't have enough jobs for. We didn't have enough people to cover all the jobs that you would normally have. So like I feel like for the next show I want to definitely like have people doing like stuff like continuity and stuff so I can just focus on directing.
Now, were the people that were working for you on this short, had you worked with them in the past and you were like, I want them to get, this was like a whole fresh team.
Yeah.
And that's a great thing as a director, though. Like all the successful ones, a reason why they're so successful is because they have created the best team
Yeah.
who understand their vision and will bring it to life.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because all of my people that I've worked with before are in the UK. So this was just like
right.
just like a whole new like,
How do you go
set
about
of
like
people.
define
language.
people? Do you
Yeah, different language, it was totally all over the place.
did you find these people like? Did you hunt for them yourself, or did you just put out a listing and said, "Send me your reel, and I'll see if
Yeah.
you're a good fit"?
It was like kind of crazy how that all happened because I like knew I wanted to do it, and then I had my friend Jordan, who was the director of photography, and he could find like a cam op and like an AC, and like he could cover that side of things. But then it was like in the film there was like I needed special effects to be done because someone, spoiler alert, gets killed, and I wanted it to be like convincing and bloody, so
Without actually murdering someone.
without actually murdering someone. So like that was hard because I was like, how would I find a special effects person? And I think I found my friend my producer Greg recommended an AD that someone had recommended to him, and then when we asked her, she was like, "Oh, I know a great special effects person," just from like, it's all word of mouth. Everybody like, and when you meet like someone so good, you just trust that they're gonna find someone so good, and we did. So the person that we ended up using was, I think her name was Carissa, and she does all the Universal Horror Nights makeup every year, which is really cool. So she like came in, did like all the prosthetics, and like she was great. She was
I wonder
incredible.
people who like do special effects, like violent stuff, how much real violence they have to go watch to like know.
Yeah.
That's how a person's that's how blood will come out of a person if they're stabbed.
Their
Like,
YouTube history is like surgery gone wrong and stuff. Like,
Yeah, well, I thought it was really interesting because I like in the film someone gets sliced, and I like knew how I wanted to do it, but I didn't know technically how we were going to do it. And so when I asked her, I was like, "How do we do that?" She had like 5 different ways we could do it. So it was like they're just so
she's fun at
they're
parties.
so talented. It's like she is just so switched on. She just like she had so many different ways you could do it, and I just had to like pick. Okay, like. Because some of them are more expensive than other ways, you know. Like you could have done something where like you build up a neck and then like blood can like spurt out of it, or like you do it like, or you would like apply the makeup and then like jump back into it. Like there are so many different ways to go about it, but I think the way we did it was convincing. I mean, you thought it was convincing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. It looks like it really happens. I don't want to like spend too much time on it because these people won't be able to see it. Hopefully, you'll be able to see it soon.
Yeah.
At your next big film festival.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it was great. I'm happy to have it like almost done, and we've got it done in time for like a lot of the major festivals, which all the deadlines are at the end of the year. So, hoping like just get it wrapped and then I can submit it all.
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, GhostBed.
When it comes to creating a positive impact on your sleep, GhostBed has got you covered. With over 20 years of experience, they have mastered the art of the perfect sleep experience.
One of the things that sets GhostBed apart is their commitment to quality. They don't cut corners when it comes to delivering the best mattresses. It's all about giving you the comfort and support you deserve night after night.
But that is not all. GhostBed is a family-owned business, and their dedication shines through in the quality of their beds. From their signature and patented cooling materials that keep you cool and refreshed, to their range of firmness options that cater to everybody. GhostBed is designed with your well-being in mind.
And here's the best part. GhostBed offers a 101-night sleep trial, free shipping, and lightning-fast delivery. Most orders ship within 24 hours, so you can start enjoying the benefits of a good night's sleep in no time.
Right now, take advantage of their massive Labor Day sale. Visit ghostbed.com/hoot today and discover the mattress that will transform your sleep and uplift your spirits.
That's ghostbed.com/hoot. And now, back to the episode.
Do you ever go watch other directors' shorts that they made before they got big onto full production levels?
I saw, there's a few I saw recently. Have you seen Ari Aster's film?
It's called Meet the...
it's like Something's Wrong with the Johnsons.
Yes, that's what it is. It's like a family's
That
name.
is phenomenal and like so disturbing.
It's on YouTube, right, I think?
It's on YouTube, yeah. It's really fucked up, but in like the best way. Like if I was a producer and I saw that, it makes perfect sense why anyone would want to find Hereditary.
Beau is Afraid.
Oh, how was it?
Dude, exhausting.
It's like 3 hours long, right?
Yeah, I'm glad I did not see it in theaters, but it's so suffocating, and it's cool. It's a great art house film. He explores with these moments of horror that are very terrifying, but it's not like fun.
Should I watch it or I wouldn't like it?
You would not like it.
Really?
If you're curious, watch it. I was really disappointed. I gave it a 2.5 stars on Letterboxd.
Oh my god, that was a scathing review.
Because I didn't want to recommend it to anybody. Like that's what I always get like tough on Letterboxd. I try to rate it on like other people should watch this. You will really enjoy it. But as an art house film, I'd give it a 4 out of 5. Like it was really well done, but just not fun to watch.
But then like Schenectady,
New York is the name of the movie. Schenectady is the name of the town.
Schenectady. But
that's the name of the town.
Pronounced.
I promise you it's not.
Oh my god, this is so funny because me and Matt, I hadn't seen this film. I'm not going to bother saying the fucking name. We went and saw the film, like it was like an 11 p.m. showing a couple months ago, and Matt was like, I was like, how do you pronounce the film? And then Matt said it one way, and then after he finished saying it, two guys in front of us said it a completely different way, and it was like over the course of like the viewing experience, everyone had the guy that came on, and we're introducing this, he said it in a different way. I was like, wait, how do you say this?
I pronounce it as the name of like the
But that's
city.
not how it's spelled, and it's a different
I know
word.
it's supposed to be
but
spelled differently.
synecdoche is also a word.
In the beginning of the movie, though, a girl's singing a little song.
That's
and
that's about the town.
Okay.
But the name of the movie is Synecdoche. It's just spelled out.
It reminds me of like I was in Germany for like a branded thing, and I don't know how we got into the topic, but what do you call those headphones over the ear headphones? At the word begins with a B.
Bose?
Bose?
Yeah,
You call it
Bose.
Bose?
Yeah.
Okay. I call it Bose, but then I went to my friend and we were just talking about it, and he went, yeah, I have some Bose headphones. Wait for it. So I went, there's no way they're called Bose headphones. There's no way.
Bose?
So then I was at the table with a bunch of like international people. We were having dinner, and I was like, this is wrong, right? And then an Italian guy appeared, and I went, what do you call those headphones? And he goes, Bose.
Boza.
Boza. So I have Bose, Bolza, and it like there was another way someone said it, and I lost my mind during this conversation. I was like, am I saying it wrong?
We've done a brand deal with them, and it's pronounced Bose for sure in America. But perhaps internationally, they change it because that's just the local
What
pronunciation.
country is like it headquartered at?
I think they're German.
Oh, whoa.
I really don't like Bose.
Now what about the brand of shoes that has 3 stripes? What do you call those?
Adidas?
What?
Yeah.
Adidas.
Because do you know what his name is?
Adidas.
Adidasler.
Well, Adolf is his actual name, but
Is it really?
yeah.
I didn't know that.
But I think he was named like it wasn't before that guy.
I don't think his name's Adidasler. I think his name's Adidasler.
It's Adolf Dassler.
Okay, but if you like call him by Addy, would you go?
Yeah, then it's
Addy?
Addy Dassler. Yeah, but it used to be the rumor was all day I dream about sports is what it stands for.
It's
You've
an
never heard that?
acronym?
Yeah, or all day I dream about soccer, or all day I dream about sports is what I always heard growing up, and that's why they're like Adidas.
Oh,
Adidas.
I just remember when you played like FIFA World Cup, the video game. If you were like customizing the player and put on like Adidas shoes, it would go Adidas.
That's probably the European German pronunciation. We say Adidas here in America.
Yeah,
Adidas.
the brand with the
Das.
3 stripes.
I feel like Das is such a like German
Yeah.
Oh, it's Das.
sounding, like Adidas.
Can we get a little bit of your American accent reviewing Barbie and talking about Greta Gerwig? That shit was rattling around in my. When we were like in bed one of the days, like we were just sleeping in the morning, and Matt came in, and we were just trying to have a nice convo with Will, and Will brought up his impeccable American accent. So Will,
I find it so hard to like go into it though. I almost feel like I need to like.
well, because
when you guys asked
you
me
said,
to,
"Have you seen Bobby?"
Yeah,
and I'm
Bobby.
like Bobby, the girl who just interviewed Drake, Bobby,
and then
And
and then you said no, Barbie.
I said Barbie.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Barbie.
So when you saw Oppenheimer, did you then go and see
Barbie.
directed by?
Greta Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig is like, I think the best like American.
It's quite hard to say actually. Like as a British person,
Greta
say,
Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig. It starts getting so like nasally though when I say it.
Yeah.
I also can do like a southern accent, but then I feel like I go into like a stereotype of a southern person rather than like
Yeah.
actually just being able to have a conversation as a southern person.
It's almost like a caricature.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't do that convincingly. Like Arden can do like British people really well.
Well, she's been living with one for a while.
Yeah,
Really, Arden can like.
it didn't start
convincing?
off good, but now it's good. Yeah.
And is it your British accent or is it like more generic?
She does like an Essex accent, which is really good.
Could she fool people with it if she went like into a bar, ordered a drink, started talking
There are
to
some
people?
things she says where I'm like, that's very good. That's very good. But then other things where I'm like, no, you lost me.
Yeah.
You're so close.
She's still calling it Barbie, not Bobby.
Yeah.
I think a key to a really convincing accent is just not trying to like find the dialect with every word.
Yeah.
Kind of, I think that's where people like overdo it because not every word needs to have like the inflection,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Well, I feel like now as well, like, because I spent so much time here, like, I've started saying American words, like, even on the phone to my mum and stuff. Because I, like, if I'm in, like a diner or whatever, and I ask for water, they're like, what the fuck are you saying?
Like, come again?
So I go, now, without questioning it, I always go, water. Can I have some water? Like,
Whoa.
I change the way I say it in my brain, because no one can understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, the way you say it, if like you're at a restaurant and it's 10 in the morning and you just going from table to table and someone goes, "Have some water."
Water. Yeah, they go, what?
What?
And then on the phone to my mum, I was like, oh, I had a lot of fun at Matt's bachelor party, and she was like, it's a stag do, honey.
A stag do.
A stag do.
And they call
She's like,
bachelorette
remember.
party hen night. Is that correct?
Yeah, hen night, hen do, I guess. Yeah.
You ever heard of that before? No. Hen night is what they call it in the UK.
Yeah, and my mum was like, remember, it's a stag do. And I was
stag
like, okay.
do.
All right.
How do you spell that?
I couldn't tell you.
Let's find out.
It's
Can
not
we?
connected to the internet.
Oh, no.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, find out. Look it up for the people.
Yeah, stag do. Which is very British, a real Britishism.
Do, like,
Maybe D-O.
D-O?
Yeah. Who did you stay with in the bachelor party? Who was in your room?
My high school friends.
You had 2 people in your room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my buddy John, Nick, and Justin.
Oh, you had a big room. Was that first room when you walked next to the kitchen? Was that your room?
Yeah, that was my room.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great. It was like a slumber party with my slumber party bros. You know?
Yeah.
I love when you came in on I think it was the last morning. You came and you slithered in next to me in the bed.
That was-
and it
yeah.
was just the 3 of us.
We had a good hang.
Yeah,
that
that was really funny.
I have a picture of that. We can post it up.
Because I haven't like hung out with, like I haven't hung out with you, but then even with Matt, like we haven't been away.
We haven't had just those goofy little hungover mornings
Yes.
together.
Yeah,
you know?
we like you came on that trip to London once. France. We went skiing, but then like I haven't like had a weekend with you. You know?
It was great. Truly a fantastic time. And then the flight home, we were all on it together. That was fun.
So I looked up stag do's,
Okay.
and the slang when I look it up is stag do.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then they say also like a stag night or a stag party. Like stag
Yeah.
do is slang for like a stag party. I
Yeah,
guess.
stag is like a male deer, right?
I thought it meant like a going stag to the party means you're going alone. Like you're going single to the party.
Oh, it might do.
I
But
think
a stag that's on like the New York Times crossword sometimes, where it's
Is
like
it?
a male deer, like a stag, that menswear like store down in like Venice called Stag.
Oh, interesting.
That-
I don't know. I maybe it is a word that's like multiple meanings. So, Will, would you go to another bachelor party, or would you like kind of pass on another one, unless it was like really good friends? But if it was maybe a mixed crowd, having been to one,
I definitely would go to another one.
yeah,
But I feel like I'm not just saying this. I feel like it's hard to top what we did
Thank you.
last weekend because I felt
Thank
like I have a lot of friends that wouldn't do it in the way that you would have done it.
yeah, we had a lot of good energy too. Like Zane and Todd were always in a good mood. They were hyping people up the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
they were on great form. The
Kevin
entire
was just
weekend.
every question there's an answer for. Kevin
Yeah.
just had, oh, we're going to dinner at this time.
Yeah.
Food's coming here. We're going to this bar. We have a table here. Like,
Patricia's brother was like, when I have a bachelor party one day, I want to copy all of this. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah.
And I mean, so much so that we were talking about, our bachelorette party coming up, and we were like, I want to do Vegas, but I've like taken notes from like Matt's bachelor party to like try and like make it as like.
Definitely. Vegas, though, my only warning about Vegas is that people will sometimes like hide out like in their hotel rooms, and like you won't see them like later. Like
Yes.
you got to kind of have a bit of an itinerary to get people out of their
Yes.
rooms, because sometimes people will just be hungover.
Yeah,
because
because that was the beauty of it.
Yeah.
all being in the same house, too, is like, there's one morning I was trying to sleep in, and Todd just came into my room and just said, it's 10 a.m., wake up.
Yeah.
And I was like, but it's 8 in L.A., I'm so tired.
But can't you get those like big suites with like 5 bedrooms?
Yes, I've done that for a bachelor party in Vegas.
But
That's
I think
a lot
that'd
of fun.
be the way to do it, rather than having individual rooms. Because you would never see anyone.
the community of all being in the same house that's like a really nice thing to have.
Yeah,
for-
and I would
for a-
usually be against like peer pressure, but you need it to like get everyone going.
Yes.
Because I would have slept all day if I could have.
We said it. We were like, there was one morning where me and Will were just like, We got to do this again. We just have to do it.
Yeah, we just have to keep going.
Oh, Vegas will be great. There are tons of like male strip clubs too. Arden will love that. Go to Thunder Down Under.
Is that what it's called?
Thunder Down Under is the one that like it has all the guys from like Australia.
Why?
And then there's Chippendales.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't think the guys ever get nude at those though.
Oh.
Which I think is a little like kind of strange, right?
They don't get nude?
I don't think like the male will show his penis at a Thunder
So they're
Down
just like
Under
in
show.
thongs or like
Yeah,
speedos.
I think
or
it's more of
whatever.
like a dance, like comedy thing, but versus like a sexual, like.
It's a topless review.
Yeah.
a topless review. That's a classy way of saying that.
It's like the movie Showgirls, you know?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Showgirls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the other thing that I think was important about like your bachelor party, but like I want to do it for my bachelor party, is I have a lot of friends that are more like cats and they are like less likely to just like rage and go out. And I felt like everyone your trip. I feel like I was probably the least. Maybe me and Mike were the least people that wanted to like actually like.
woo, let's rip shots.
But like even we did. But like I felt like I need to like put in people into the group.
we
to,
need
like,
party motivators.
Yeah,
Get
just
it
hire
going.
seat fillers.
Yeah.
I bet you could hire some people on Fiverr just to show up and amp up the
and just
vibe.
amp up everyone. Yeah, because Todd and Zane, like, they just kept it going too. Like, they were
Yeah,
so
they were
good.
dancing the whole day.
They were so much
They
fun.
didn't stop dancing for 2 days straight on the boat, in
Yeah.
the party bus,
Yeah, they were great.
at the bars.
You
Good
need
for them.
people like that to
Yeah,
like
they're
keep it
hands.
going.
I was like very like curious what my high school friends thought of them though. Like,
I
because
think
they
everyone
are
got along.
such hands, Zane
Yeah,
and Todd. Like,
yeah.
they will rip off their shirts and start cutting it up. And
Your one friend Justin was ripping his shirt off too. He seemed to like he was getting down dirty with them too. And it was fun meeting people that listened to the shows.
oh, they did, yeah.
Well, a couple.
Yeah, that last place we went to was like a university bar.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that
there
was like
so
there was a lot of
many
people there.
fans
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
man.
that was great.
Shout out to y'all if we met you. Will, I got you something kind of cool in Japan, and I've always forgotten to give it to you.
Really?
Yeah, can I show it to you?
Yeah.
Mike, can you?
Yeah. Matt's getting up and moving over for the audio listener. Oh God.
We'll edit. We can, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
So yes, I got this when I was in Japan, and Will, you gave me the best recommendations while I was there in Tokyo, and I saw this, and I immediately thought of you. And as you know, I know that one of your favorite directors is Mr. Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
You can now open your eyes. I got you Paul Thomas Anderson's
Oh, my
Masterworks
Whoa, what is that?
What?
in Japanese.
What is it?
What is that?
You know what? It was sealed, and I didn't even want to like open it, but I think it's just a cool like Japanese
Photography, maybe?
Oh my God.
lookbook of all of his films.
That's
sick.
really cool.
I almost don't want to open it.
You know
Yeah.
what? I say open it.
Yeah?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
let's
I
see.
think
Here, I can hold your mic. Let's see what it is.
I know, and I've been meaning to give it to you for the longest time. Of course.
There we go, Matt.
Let's have a little look. Forward by the Safdie brothers.
No way.
Whoa.
That's so
Oh yeah,
cool.
I've listened to the A24 podcast of them talking with Paul Thomas Anderson.
Oh, really?
Yeah. it's a
I'd
really
like to
great
listen
episode.
to that. Oh my God, there's just pictures of him.
Oh, wow. I've been watching a lot of his Charlie Rose interviews from like throughout the years.
Yeah.
There's like 60-minute Charlie Rose interviews after each of his movies. So you can watch his like, first of all, his style changes. In his very first movie, I think it's for...
Boogie Nights? Or
Yeah,
Magnolia?
I think it's Boogie Nights. And he's like a nerdy guy with glasses and like moppy hair, and he's like wearing a frumpy shirt, and it's like the 90s.
Yeah.
And then the next year it's Magnolia, and he's like a little bit more clean cut. And then it's him and Adam Sandler for Punch Drunk Love, and he's just like a fucking stud.
He's
And
my
one of
God.
the most like handsome
He's such
directors
a
Yeah,
stud.
out there.
I saw there was a an interview when he just did like, I think it was when he was premiering his short film before Boogie Nights, because he did it because Dark Diggler was a short film
Yes.
before he made
Oh,
Boogie Nights.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he turned it into a film, and he like did like, he was like a film festival, and he was like the sexiest guy. Like he was smoking a cigarette, and he has like such a charm about him that I'm like, oh my God. He
I
has
know.
it
I
all.
get like angry like when now
Yeah.
that I'm getting older. Now I'm 30, and then I suddenly start googling how old was this person when
I
they
know.
did that. It's like 25. I'm like, oh no. But he's a bit of a nepo baby though. He was like a studio kid. He had it.
he grew up
easy.
in Studio City, I think, or in the Valley.
Yeah,
Like,
he
he's
did. That's
from
why
around
a
here.
lot of his movies are set out there.
They're all in the valley, like a lot of them. Thank you so much for giving
Of
this to me.
course, Will. I saw it and I was like, I had to give it to you. You know, you've given me
Wow.
good birthday presents in the past.
I just rewatched with Arden The Master.
Oh, fantastic
That's
film.
right there.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal film. It might be like his best, maybe.
Will, have you
I
gone?
think, yeah.
Have you gone to Disneyland recently?
No.
No.
I went, actually, you know, we went, like a month or so ago. It was fun. It's just so busy. If
Is
you
it?
go, it's like crazy busy. Yeah. I don't know if that's like post-COVID, like there's just loads of people there, but like,
I feel like summertime also is just Disneyland's
it's just
popping off.
always busy all the fucking time there.
Do you have a season or Magic Pass?
No, me and Arden did like years and years ago.
Oh, bro.
It was fun.
That was the first and only time I went was with you.
Yeah.
For my birthday.
Yeah, before I even lived here.
We should go again.
Yeah, that's when I got the pin trading. I've been really wanting to get back out there.
I still have my big pin that says first timer on it.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, we should go again. It is really fun.
That was such a great birthday. I remember when we were there, like I was walking out of a store and this person was like, "Excuse me, sir." And I was like, "Yes." They go, "Someone's on the phone for you." And I was like, I thought I was in big trouble. Like I thought someone high up at Disney wanted to talk to me. They gave me the phone and it was like Goofy. And he's like, "Heard it's your birthday here at Disney. Just want to say happy birthday."
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah.
We
But
should go again.
I would love to go again.
Yeah.
And going with you and Arden was so much fun. I
Yeah.
think it was the first time we met, but it was like, what a great day.
When we were like annual pass holders, we would go at like, you could go on like, if you just had a free day, or like you went for an evening just to kind of like hang out. And now I feel like it's so expensive to go, and the annual passes are so expensive that like when you go, you have to walk like 15 hours, and it's like you're exhausted.
Yeah,
by
it's,
the
a,
end
it's
of
a
the
full day. It's a full commit.
Have you seen the YouTube channel Defunctland?
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen the Fast Pass video?
I started it and I never get around to
Yeah.
finishing it, but I know it has this incredible ending. I'm a big fan
Yeah.
of the Disney Channel theme song one, where he did a huge deep dive to trying to find the composer of the dun 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 dun, and he
Oh.
Disney had like no record of who did those four little notes, and he goes down all
finds it.
the history of the
Yeah.
Disney Channel, and I wasn't moved to tears
he
by
like
the end of it.
he like he like analyzes all the different ways, because every couple of years Disney changes their like fast pass way of doing things, and like some ways work, some ways don't work, so he analyzes all of them, and then halfway through the like it's like a documentary, he like uses a 3D model and an algorithm to simulate the different like traffics that would happen with different fast passes.
Yes.
And then he comes to a conclusion where it's like the most efficient way based on like the model of like how to get people to like go on as many rides as they want, and then also like have a good day. And like it's fascinating because it's like there's so much maths involved.
What's
with
it called? Defunctland? I think you told me about this. I need to watch
it's
this.
the best video essays I've seen. Some are like really big deep dives on some Disney things where I'm like, I don't know
I
much
got a
about
long
that.
flight. I got a long flight. I'll
It's a
download it
great
for the flight.
writer. It has such heart. It's
Have you seen? There's a YouTube channel called Let Me Know.
No.
He came up recently because there's that whole controversy where like XQC has been, he's a big streamer, he's been reacting to content on Twitch, and like he reacts to stuff that is like Defunctland, where it's like an hour and a half documentary, and during the documentary, during like the watching of it, he doesn't really say much.
Yeah.
So it's like he's just like
re-uploading
it, and
there's like
there's
and
like
he
a bit
doesn't
of,
even give him credit.
Yes.
Yeah, H3 was busting him all about
they
that.
did I went on this guy's channel, and he did like this hour and a half. He does these videos every like 6 months, and he did one about the JFK assassination, and he builds in 3D the book depository, and he goes through the different levels on a minute by minute basis leading up to the JFK assassination.
Whoa.
And it's just about like whether it could have been a conspiracy or whether like he actually did. This thing is
to do a
phenomenal.
deep dive on the JFK assassination.
Have you
because
watched the Hulu thing with James Franco?
I heard it's not that good. I heard
I
the book
loved
is
it.
much better though.
The book is like this thick, dude.
Stephen King
Yeah.
wrote it.
I know, but I didn't read the book because it's insanely long. But I did like the miniseries.
Yeah.
I thought
As
it
a
was
person
great.
from Dallas, I feel so guilty that I don't know much
You
about
should watch
things.
this because it's like an hour and a half, and it goes into like whether it's plausible. And by the end of it, it seems kind of plausible, but also like a lot of people's memories are really fuzzy. Because it's like, oh, I think I saw that person go up those stairs
Right,
at
right.
10:30, but actually, maybe it was 11:30. And like a lot of the different like people that were involved in it or there on the day have very like, because you'd be like, I don't know exactly to the minute when I saw that person. So like when you watch it back, you're like,
Yeah.
was it?
Have you watched the new HBO documentary series that's coming out? And the first episode's already out, called Telemarketers.
No.
It's this guy who worked for CGC, which was one of the biggest like telemarketing.
Oh, I saw the
companies.
trailer for this.
Matt Grippy told me to watch it. I watched the first episode. It's so good.
I think.
Really?
It's like the new Tiger King. Everyone.
What's
says.
it called?
Telemarketers.
Okay, I
That's
think
the
I
name
saw
of
an
it.
ad for it. Yeah.
I'm
Although
endorsing it
solidarity
with this
with the writers and the actors.
Oh, absolutely. This is a documentary.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Does it count?
I don't know. The rules are a little fuzzy to me, but
Have you gone and striked, Will?
No, and you know what? I was going to try and do that this week.
are you in the guilds?
No. But I want to go out and like
Yeah,
support
You think
everyone.
you
I
show
have,
up there like, let's see your badge.
Yeah.
I'm always honking.
I have loads
I
of
think that's a way to
friends that are
support them.
like in it, and I always like, guys,
Thanks so much for coming on.
put it
Seriously,
there.
man.
Hey,
You're the best.
It was great talking to you guys.
Of course. So glad to have you on. And we need to have Arden come on soon.
Yes.
No offense to Arden. Have not had her on yet, but we got to have her
She
on.
would love to come on.
I know. She would be a breeze to talk to.
Yeah, we can do that.
Unlike me, I'm just like a wooden board.
No.
this was a rough
Crying
one.
out
This
information.
was tough. We're
Have
gonna.
you ever had people come on and you're like, Jesus Christ?
There was like,
and then you can name
yeah,
them. You
there's-
should name them too.
there was like one or two where we were just like,
Okay. Like
Yeah.
I had questions I was so excited to ask them.
and
they'd
they
be
were like, nope.
nope. And we're like, okay, well, moving on.
Yeah.
But Will, thank you so much for coming on. Guys, if you haven't already, go to Adam Melcher's new music
Yes.
video, Why You. Go to the YouTube, watch it, comment on it, like it. Comment how great of a color grading job Will did, and comment how great of a directing job Mike and I did.
Yeah.
Will, thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Can't wait for you to be there on my wedding. It's going to be great.